Hey everyone, it's time for another Railfan trip, this time through Kentucky. Today we're starting off in Crescent Springs. I didn't have anything to do and figured it was a sunny and dry day. I'll chase something for a bit. I saw a southbound train coming toward me on the ATCS, but something was holding it up. I didn't hear any trouble over the radio, but I also didn't hear anything indicating it was leaving anytime soon. But wouldn't you know it, as soon as I sit down in my car, I hear a horn and the crossing lights up and starts dinging.
216 has a lead. What do you see? 53.5, 2.2, 37 is flying, conductor 179, 7586.
A GE and an EMD, elephant style, plus away from the conductor.
16, clear, 53.2. 188, clear, 90,000. Clear, Roger, scout, on track.
Crescent Springs is great for the morning into early afternoon. It's open, the sun is always in a great spot during those times, and I've never had any trouble with workers or police, even when I have all my cameras set up. Another great thing about the area is southbounds are usually giving it all they have to make it up Erlanger Hill. This train took nearly 8 minutes to clear the crossing.
Norfolk Southern, milepost 41.5, no defects.
Throughout this trip, we'll be listening to scanner audio from the entire Norfolk Southern 1st District.
Norfolk Southern, milepost 51.9, no defects.
Can you look at that UV engine and see if it shows any kind of message? ATC answering. Go ahead, 215. Use number. And your rack ID.
Hello?
Yeah,
I got 3 steps.
I can barely hear you.
Can I have 3 steps for the fuel?
Yeah, I said you got a 3-step 1747 PO. You did got the quad up, so I don't know if there's something back there, I guess. That'll work. 72, clear, 339, and then Southern East Dispatch.
22, release 3 step CO.
Alright, dropping.
We should be able to beat it as it continues uphill past Erlanger. Just to be safe though, we'll head a little further south and set up at Richwood.
Alright, north on the south, you have 6 notifications, 1 eastbound. In use, Southern East Dispatch is out.
216, clear, Lancet on 1.
32, got your line up, waiting time good 50, stopping in 20.
In the distance, we can see an automatic block signal. It's red, and from what I've learned about Norfolk Southern, that usually means a train's coming toward you. I barely had time to get my gear set up. If you're familiar with the area, you'll notice the way the track goes to our right. That's because of a large highway project. The original track alignment will become an overpass. This is temporary while that's built.
179 as approach the Virgin Rosemont, number 2.
This northbound has 2 GE units, also elephant style. If you're new to rail fanning or just wondering, elephant style simply means the engines are facing forward instead of one facing one direction. Think of how a group of elephants will use their trunks to hold onto the elephant in front of them's tail. This train didn't even take 2 minutes to go by. That's another thing I love about mainline rail fanning. Most everything is at track speed.
I've got a yard dog that is pulling up in the west yard, stuck out your way there, and they're going to be defined on 4.
Dispatch 110.
Dispatcher 177, over. Yeah, we got 4132 in lead there, over. Alright, 177 on the NS 4132, Ridgeback stop station, TV Tower, southbound direction, main 2 to main 2, restricted speed, look at that rope, switch ahead.
179 PTC.
That's Kentucky Dispatch, over.
That's 282 there, dispatch.
282, go ahead.
Yeah, we finally got her squared away. We're ready to go north.
Understand, ready to go. Location here, Roger, get for you.
Alright,
179, lead unit, bracket, ID, please.
lead units NS 7586. ID's Tango November Whiskey Kilo 4.
Okay, how can I help you? 179, over.
We can see the red signal is now green, which should mean the first train we saw will be here in just a few minutes. But let's take a quick look around at the changes to the track layout. We're heading north and we'll stay over where the original line went. You can see a section of it still there. They had to install a new industrial spur too. It was shifted over several feet. If you look closely, you can see the original tracks and the grade crossing.
Okay, 179, what's your current milepost, over?
Milepost 84.2.
As we keep going, you can see where the overpass will be and the support's already in the ground. The shifted line seamlessly joins with the original.
32 clear, Cap.
Come out 4 out here, duck in 6, and when they get back towards 6, they're going to line in. Hour and a half.
A short time later, that first train makes its way into view.
188 advance approach. Number 1.
Yeah, that's Southern East Dispatch 172.
172, over.
All right, 172, I just spoke to your recrew. I'm going to have them meet you at Wadio.
Okay, all right. We're going to pull down to East End now.
Roger that. Southern East Dispatch 167. 67, your recrew is in route as well. I'll take you a little further east as soon as 172 clears up. We'll get you swapped out.
Yeah, our recrew's sitting right here.
They're already there. Perfect timing. Perfect timing. All right. All right, 167 recrew, let me know when you're on board and I'll get you on the move, over.
Remember how it took nearly 8 minutes to clear? Well, it's going a little faster now. Not even 3 minutes for it to go by.
I see why you all dogging a waddy at your conductor.
Well, 3 hours to turn a wheel in Louisville didn't help.
Up to 5 inches on the rear wheel is building.
See what we did to cut them off? Did the tow master help you out today, Steve?
No, I had to walk it.
Oh, man.
I'm a little burnt out on ICP since he's been giving me rides. I've been listening to him more.
The DPL, man.
And then Southern East Dispatch 22A.
Our next stop is another one of my favorites, Sadieville. It's about 2/3 of the way between Cincinnati and Lexington, and it's got plenty of parking and a wide open viewing area. There's a great red caboose here and a beautiful mural. There's also a sign on Dixie Highway paying tribute to the town's role in the success of the Southern Railroad. Plus, it has an ABS signal as well. It was green when I first got here, but didn't take long for that to change. Hopefully, that means we've got a train not too far away. I fly my drone out to Eagle Creek Trestle, and within a few minutes, we've got some action. I do love the sight of a train going over a bridge, but that's not our freight. That's got 3 GE units. Now, we watch as it rounds the bend, speeding toward us. As we take a wider view, we see some maintenance of way equipment. Despite how fast this thing was going, it still took 5 minutes to pass.
Hey, just let your conductor be aware that there's cars hanging out of the west side over here. Rear of it's right around the SY1 switch. It's going to be close. As long as he's not riding the west side, we're good. All right, hanging out of 1, don't ride the west side. Yeah, they're hanging out of the west side, like West 1, but they're right around the SY1 switch. So when he comes down through here, I'm sure Tim's going to give him a ride. Just tell him to be aware. It's close. All right, we'll do.
24 clear, and that's
Traffic?
yeah.
Go ahead, draw that way. Drop that 3, give me such a spot there for 80. True down and he got there, Traffic.
Southern, milepost 337.4, no defect.
All right, Travis ready.
All right, drop that 3, give me such a spot. on your first flight.
Don't do, Lee. Something's not right with this train, man. The whole train. Go ahead and make a
I'm sitting still.
All right. But where I have it blanked out, the air coming off the cars behind.
110, substitute dispatch, effective 708. 708. I'm still showing 6-4 pass and armed and his dumped up here.
Dumped it behind the stuff.
That's strange. Norfolk Southern, milepost 33.2, no defects. Norfolk Southern, milepost 33.2, no defects.
The last time I tried to beat a train to High Bridge, I got stuck behind some slowpokes and watched it go by at this underpass. Today, I was lucky. Got there with plenty of time.
I did not know that. That's one of his side projects. I don't know if it still is, but when I was talking to him, he said, yeah, I have everything in my basement.
Go ahead.
Yeah, there's, with that air problem, either the hose is kinked or an angle cock somehow got shut. I'm still not getting anything. It's still zero in the rear. There it started.
Yeah, there's definitely something wrong with it.
We can give it a minute. Just pop up to about 6 pounds.
All right.
15 approach diverging, 67 knots. Hey, Travis.
Let's back up a second, though, and pace it with the drone.
Yeah.
I don't know how you want to handle it, I guess, as Stream Master. I think there is a ankle cock partly blank. The flow's down to 50, and we still got just now at 16 on the rear.
Sitting right here, we'll see what he wants to do.
And at Southern East Dispatch 22A. That's Southern East Dispatch 22A. At 22A, I spoke to the mutual local earlier, and you'll be working out of storage number 1 sale. Alright, I understand that you will need signal into the witness siding. Is that correct, Oak? We need signal indication in the witness siding, 22A, Oak.
High Bridge never fails to amaze me. I just wish it was easier to get a better ground camera shot. This is right after a big thunderstorm, so we'll take a look around after the train. It took more than 5 minutes to cross the bridge.
188.
What are you looking like now?
Flow's down to 54, and the rear's still at 24.
Alright, so it's coming up. I think something's wrong with that EOT. When you get right there full, I got another EOT here in the car. When we get north of this crossing right here, I might walk the EOT out.
Alright. 312.4, no defect. 215, diverging clear, Georgetown 2. If you're able to get the conductor over there to the signal, it might be quicker because we're only at 28 pounds. It's going to be a while. 215, clear, Acre. Diverging clear again. Boogie, 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 boogie. Boogie, 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 boogie. That's 7 East Dispatch. Welcome to 6 come to you. Dispatch is up. 43, start clear, road.
You're looking now, Lee.
48 pounds on the rear and flows down to 44.
All right.
215, clear, 74 knots. Clear, Norfolk Southern, milepost 60.0, no defects. Norfolk Southern, milepost 60.0, no defects. And then Southern East Dispatch. Southern, milepost 72.9, no defects. Norfolk Southern, milepost
72.9, no defects.
A 3-step from you on that 188, 81, 16.
3-step fly, 188, 81, 16 for the CM.
What do you look like on the rear there, 188?
It was up to about 60. 29, clear down. Levi. Yeah, thanks, buddy. You guys have a wonderful day. Do the same. Have yourself an NS afternoon. Outstanding. The water temperature's getting about right, Lee. So ring me when you're ready to head that way. I'm hoping it'll be next week. I'm game. All right. Let me know whenever you're getting a clear, Travis, so I can kick it off and keep pumping.
All right, just 229 coming along.
We start looking straight down. You can see how close the Kentucky River is to coming up where those homes are. And take a look how muddy it is.
15.
Yeah, I see the PTC gave you that slower up there, 40 mph at 89.9, over.
Yeah, that's right. 40 mile an hour to 89.1. 89.9, I'm sorry.
I copy that, Lee.
43 clear.
That bridge really is impressive though. Now let's look at it from the other side.
So, what'd you say?
You ready for some numbers?
No, Travis.
You ready for some numbers?
Yeah, I'm ready. 730.02.
730.02.
3002. 15 clear. Got the numbers in up here, Travis, whenever you can hit the button.
That's the Dix River. Notice the different colors and how muddy the Kentucky is compared to it.
29, approach diversion, 67 forward.
And that's the E.W. Brown generating station in the distance.
Norfolk Southern, milepost 51.9, no defects. You headed back here, Travis?
We've still got some daylight left, so we'll head toward Danville, stopping at the Faulkner Lane crossing. I guess that first train beat me here because I had to wait a while. This is another great vantage point though. It's wide open on both sides, and as long as I've stayed away from the tracks, even a crew change didn't get mad at me being here. As we see the train turn the corner, it looks familiar. This is that same train we saw in Crescent Springs to start our day.
In the clear stretch.
Stretch.
That'll do, good cover. SDO, 16.
This spot is just a few hundred feet away from Norfolk near Danville. The drone is looking northeast from the Louisville district.
Slide 866-375. Back over. Switch open, you go ahead and eyeball that switch over.
As I try to follow the locomotives, we can see the south leg of the Y.
188 clear, please.
As we turn around, we can now see a train making its way on the north leg.
Cincinnati dispatcher answered over. 188 there, Cincinnati, we got 2 hours. All right, brother, keep them rolling. It's your railroad.
I was coming down here. Where's this guy? I'll go welding, make sure they're working. I'll set up on your side. 2 in a row, 17. Up on my side. There they are.
Should be coming to you.
Yeah, who got a set? I'm walking.
There you go, take out.
188 clear. Base 16. 188 clear 40.2. Norfolk Southern, milepost 41.5, no defects.
That poor driver thought they were in the clear. Little did they know they'd have to wait for a second train.
Get 3-step air 75.
3-step 5, 375 CO. Back over. You said 87, 800 feet, you said. Need to signal Manila, signal indication. There you go.
Got any numbers there, 375?
Yeah, that's right.
Fantastic. Go ahead and drop that 3-step.
I drop CS 375.
Yeah, Jason, it's 66. You pull up. We need about a car and a half to get out of track 9 here.
All right, Robbie.
Appreciate it.
Kick them off.
Trainmaster 375.
I can't make that radio out.
Trainmaster 375.
Yeah, go ahead.
Alright, we're gonna watch it release out, and we'll meet you at Georgetown, over.
I understand. Do you have that thing updated so I can kick PTC back on?
He's doing that as we speak.
All right.
188. Motor driver.
We're just about 10 minutes away from Danville Yard. Might as well stop by. Plus, it looks like we may catch a northbound coming through. Well, we made it just in the nick of time. I will say, I was surprised at the speed of the train going through the yard. As it continues on, we get a little something extra.
That's Kentucky Dispatcher. 375 Kentucky. I'm heading down to Georgetown to pick the conductor up. We'll be ready to head south here momentarily. Okay, we'll make 142 and go at Acres up. 581 and go at Acres. Thank you.
I think it's a doubling out operation. The caboose snuck in there.
Hey, Kentucky, you still on here? I'm clear 671 on one side. Section 223 over.
Release look good there, 375.
All right, get break test. The old shift, the paperwork's in the knuckle over.
Your phone locked up on me.
Double check.
Milepost 33.2, no defects.
Transmission zeros in, double check. Line locked up to me.
All right, get double check, restore main line, meet you out Georgetown.
Norfolk Southern, milepost 33.2, no defects.
Having a little issue with the MCR. Well, let me the option to add the cars to
Contran T02 SYO1. SYO1. T02 SYO1. Copy.
We'll get a better idea of what's going on from the air. You can see there's a decent amount of action in the yard.
You can't get it from 1? Okay, we're moving to 4. Thank you.
Norfolk Southern, milepost 87.8, no defects. Norfolk Southern, milepost 87.8, no defects. 61C, I got one coming to you there at Junction City to pull up over.
It looks like this is actually setting off cars instead of putting them together.
143 over. Negative over.
146 clear road mile 1.
Turkey dispatch over. 15 over. 178, how close to you Norwood over? 178 is about to hit Norwood, you'll be alright over. 178, I'm probably going to hold you at Waynesburg for a few minutes anyway, so I can make sure 143 goes front over.
142 clear. Stay at on 1.
Yeah, I said east will not need Tato, is that correct? Okay, your stop, no need Tato, thanks. Norfolk Southern, milepost 33.2, no defects.
Well, I'm tired and have a 2-hour drive ahead of me. I hope you enjoyed another trip down the Norfolk Southern Main Line. Have a great day.